by far the hardest part of the vacation so far. We just checked into our Airbnb, tucked away in like a suburb, I guess, off of downtown Los Angeles. And I don't know, man. I'm kind of at a loss for words, man. Kind of speaks for itself. I'd say the inspiration from W.E.S.T came from my stint in Las Vegas, living there from 7th, 8th grade throughout high school, and then just the overall sound that I heard. I was always a big fan of like funk music, and Dr. Dre used a lot of just like funk in his early days in regards to like DJing, and then it transitioned into producing, and so it also affected an entire coast of the nation that then took that sound and took it their own direction, you know. And I was just fortunate enough to hear artists like Nipsey Hussle and The Game really be out, I don't know, speaking for the culture and like talking about things that I thought about as a young black man or a young mixed man in the American society, you know. And it kind of challenged my thinking, and so I was always like proud of this like time that I spent out here. You know, it always meant a lot to me. I think it helped me mature, it helped me grow, it helped me see a lot outside of myself and just the bigger picture, I guess. And I don't know, there's something about that sound. Every time you hear it, you know what side it's from. If you've ever like been out here and spent significant time or just been a fan of that music, you know. And so I wanted to do my due diligence, I guess, and give back to what inspired me and see if it can inspire somebody else. So August 10th, 2019, we will be at Woolies. It's a Saturday evening, doors open at 6:30, the event starts at 7. There's Apollo Spacey, Psycho, Taylor Banks, Johnny Mars, The Feel Right, and myself will all be performing that evening. All different variations of sound, extremely different. So I don't know if you're a fan of hip hop, alternative hip hop, live music, that sound, that'll be there. The W.E.S.T sound will be there. There'll be a lot of throwbacks, I guess, classics, if you want to call them that, and things that like are crowd favorites, I guess, more the songs that have catchy hooks with Apollo and like maybe Performing Drugs with Taylor and things like that. So there's definitely going to be a wide variety of my sound, along with everybody else's. There's also going to be artists. I'm getting a pair of Cortez's Vans and Chucks, all white. And Laura Todd, Ivan Jones, and OG Bells will be there painting, like, I don't know, customizing the shoes to be auctioned off during my set later that evening. And they're all, I asked them if they could do something West Coast influence. You know, they don't have to have palm trees and oceans on them, but just something that derives from that side. There'll be some photographers that are good friends of mine in the city that'll have their work displayed. A couple of people that I really admire their food, and just family friends will be there as far as like the food side, the vendor side. And there's also a couple clothing boutiques and just artists in the city that I really respect and that have been rocking with me for a while, that I feel like deserve their shot of their platform to see people that maybe they wouldn't necessarily get a chance to see. So Black Cat Ice Cream will be there. So I don't know, it's just an experience. By the time you come in the door, I really want you to feel like what it feels like to be out here. You know, obviously we'll be in the dead center of America in Des Moines, but it's just, I don't know, a different experience, something that maybe you wouldn't typically get at one of our shows normally. You know, it'll be a whole, I don't know, a whole thing. I'd say that the show is a thank you as well. So, I mean, if you guys can come out and help us celebrate, we try to have like big ass house parties and not really shows in the sense of you just get your 3 acts and you go home. Like, I think that anybody that's been to our shows, has been a part of them, has really appreciated just the essence of the evening. Whatever it is, that 4-hour, 5-hour gap that you're there, you feel something special. There's a kind of, I don't know, essence in the air, whatever you want to call it, but it's very positive, it's very like motivational, and it's not just, it has nothing to do with me, it has everything to do with the city coming together and really building something and building like a music scene that we can be proud of, because it's organic and it was homegrown, it was raised, and like a lot of people got opportunities and things like that. And so special thank you to my brothers, special thank you to my mother, my biggest fan, my father, my family, just in general. It would take me forever to sit here and really name y'all. I promise I'm gonna do it someday, but I'm just not gonna do it in this interview. Thank you to everybody that's really came out and listened to a song, you know, that knows some lyrics at a show. This shit's hard. I've never really been an artist to really sit on my hooks and be like, this is it, this is gonna play on the radio, but to like hear people sing that shit back to you is like life-changing, or whatever corny thing you wanna say. But I don't know, I'm very grateful. I'm very humbled sitting in this position to continue to chase a dream. You know, I have no idea what we did to deserve this opportunity. I'm just praying that we see it all the way through and give it our best. You know, at the end of the day, that's all we can really control is our attitude and our effort. Shout out to Coach B. I'm excited. I'm happy and I'm ready to work. So appreciate y'all as always.